Welcome to Everyday Life. Thank you for joining our podcast, Conversations Over Coffee. My name is Jen.
And I'm Dagda.
And we're going to hit you with the explicit content warning right off the bat. This podcast does include adult situations and adult language from time to time.
I'm an angel. I never fucking cuss.
Okay. Anyways, you ready to go?
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's go. Oh. Excuse me. That was just bad timing.
Any fucking way.
How you doing today?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
I'd be doing a lot fucking better if you'd stop yawning.
I'd be doing a lot better if I took a nap.
Well, fuck you. You're a grown-up. You don't need a nap right now.
Any fucking way.
Don't cry. It's okay. Don't cry for me, Argentina. It's okay.
I was actually just going to say that.
I beat you to the punch. Just like Tucker and Dale versus Evil. Pow pow.
Fuck you.
College kids.
We got your friends.
You know what's funny is I don't think people... First of all, I don't think people admit when they find something absolutely fucking hilarious a year later, a week later, a day later, 10 years later. I don't think people like realize that there's just something that sparks their funny bone, and it might be the dumbest of shit. For me, it's Tucker and Dale versus Evil. Especially one time I was rewatching it up in the front of the shop, and you heard it, and you went in and you warmed up your homemade curry in a hoodie. And then you were walking up and you were like, "What are you watching?" I'm like, "Tucker and Dale." And you're like, "College kid, we got the friends." So for me, it's always hilarious.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, especially the dumb face that Tyler Labine gets when he's actually really smart.
Yeah.
And he just looks there. He's like, I made you pancakes. It's like, dude, bro. Anyways, so, a couple episodes ago, we were talking about like, if I were a celebrity, but it was like, I worded it wrong for you, and it should have been like, if I was rich.
Okay.
Is that an episode that even made it into the playlist?
No, I think that one went in
the magic pile of
maybe later.
Things that make you go hoo. Okay, well, anyways, so I posed the question to you because it was something that I kept hearing some people do. If I was a celebrity, I'd do this, I'd do that, right? So we've already figured out you don't want to be a celebrity, but
Yeah.
you had made a comment, which I thought was interesting, where you were like, maybe if it was voice acting. So what, and you mentioned that specifically because that's not being on camera. So you still have your anonymity, but you might be able to make some decent money.
Yeah.
Would you ever want to do voice acting? It's fun. Oddly enough, this is actually on the list. That's not on this list, but it's on the, hey, don't be stupid list. You have something here if you're drawing a blank that day. So it's actually on the other list.
Sure, why not? Although I don't think that I can do like some of the best readers for audiobooks can do a bunch of different voices. Like Nick Podell is pretty good with a bunch of different voices.
They can make the characters distinct.
Yes. God damn it. I'm drawing a blank on the dude's name.
I don't know, but I know there's a reading lady.
Yeah. Well, Kate Reading, she does voices, but they're not, I mean, she's good, but they're not as broad and distinct as some of the other ones that I'm thinking of.
She's no James, what's his name?
James Marsters.
Yeah.
James Marsters is really good with the Dresden Files.
Like, dude, that guy is just a beast of an actor, period.
Yeah. And it's kind of funny because, like, the first couple of books, first of all, the first 3 books in the Dresden Files are okay. They're good enough to make you want to read more, but they're nowhere near as good as the books that come after it.
They're like those ones that are like, they're kind of like our first 3 episodes where it's like, okay, so this is kind of weird, but I'm kind of wondering where this goes, right?
Yeah.
Is that a good analogy? Excellent.
Only the Dresden Files are way better than us. And James
To you,
Marsters
not to
is
me.
way better than us.
James Marsters, yes. I'll agree on that one.
What is that dude's name? The dude who did the Iron Druid Chronicles.
I don't know because I didn't listen to that. And if he's only a voice actor, there's a good chance if he wasn't on a mainstream animation like The Simpsons
Yeah,
or
no.
Family Guy or anything like that, I won't know him.
Those were the very first project that he did.
The Iron Druid Chronicles?
Chronicles. Yeah, Luke Daniels
Okay.
is his name. He's really good. He does a lot of different voices. He's got a pretty good range.
Right.
Yeah, he's done several series that I enjoyed,
Mm-hmm.
including, and this is including one of the series from Alaron Kong. He does the God's Eye book,
Okay.
and so God's Eye is supposed to be its own series
Okay.
that is tied to the Land series, but it's its own separate thing.
Right.
Nick Podell does the main Land series, and Luke Daniels does the God's Eye. And I don't remember, there's a third guy who does the Alpha series that's also
Okay.
in the same sort of multiverse, I guess you could call it.
So, but couldn't you like theoretically be that guy who would read like the Internet for Dummies and like the how to listen to an audiobook for dummies? You know what I'm saying? Like they have that whole the Dummies series, or is that not a thing anymore?
No, I'm pretty sure that thing is still going on.
So you could do that.
Also, idiots, the same. No, seriously,
I mean,
there's a thing for dummies, and then there's a series also for idiots.
oh, I thought you were implying that you don't have a problem telling people when they're being an idiot or a dummy. Which I was gonna be like, oh fuck, I fucking know that first fucking hand, motherfucker. Jesus.
The fuck are you even talking about?
Fuck. It's so great. It's so great when I can. There we go. It's super great when
You gotta stop finger fucking it.
I finger fuck this. I don't know why either. Like I constantly finger fuck, but
I can hear that. They can hear that.
I'm about to have something. I'm about to experience something else. They might be able to hear too. Mm-hmm. Go fuck yourself, Uncle Fucker. I'll just talk really loud when it happens because, unfortunately, like if I get up and run the back door like I did earlier, it's just going to be a trail.
Do not walk in front of me while you're trailing fire.
Oh,
Wow.
it's your fault. You made me laugh.
Yeah, that's the reason all that's happening.
Yes.
You shouldn't have had that mocha.
I don't think it's the mocha. I think it's because they were heavy-handed with the cream yesterday. Because I had that issue yesterday where it was just like, what do you call it? Bubble gut. It was like, there was a couple times I was like, oh Jesus Christ, don't let me shit myself. Fuck.
It's percolating.
Yeah, it was definitely percolating. I woke myself. I think that's what woke me up this morning, a little after between 2 and 2:30, because there was a very loud fart, and I'm pretty sure it wasn't my partner, because it wasn't baritone. It was a little higher pitched, like it was like my butt. I'm just
Wow.
saying. So, all seriousness, no joking aside, have you looked at the possibility of doing like voice work for like self-help guides? Yeah, like self-help guides, the dummy series, anything like that. Have you looked at what it would take, a prerequisite to get into like being a narrator for the Amazon Studios? At least you wouldn't get fucked then. I'm serious. Like, I get it. Like, everybody's got to make their money, right? But it's just like when you take something, you're like, especially if it's a complete product, right? Meets all the standards, regulations, and you're still going to say, no, my friend, you're only going to make 40 cents on the dollar for this shit.
Yeah.
It's just like, so then you kind of start like wondering, is there a way to independently put that kind of stuff out? And then you look at it and you're going, well, does this mean the flat rate is going to change for the voice actors too? The narrators, because you
Yeah.
have to pick one of their narrators, apparently.
If you do, so Amazon owns Audible, and they have the quote unquote Audible Studio,
Right.
which has a roster of voice actors.
Right.
And so you can basically just have them do your voice,
Yeah.
do your book for you. Although very soon they're going to start doing AI voiced books for a lower cost, basically. And they're also, like I told you before, they're going to start. I don't know if they're going to just straight up change it to this model,
Flat fee.
but yeah, well, it's already a flat fee. It's just that now, when you pay your however much a month that you pay, because depending upon how much you pay, you get a certain number of credits.
Right.
So now you pay your fee, you get a credit for every $15 or something like that. And each one of those credits gets you a book.
Yeah.
Usually, there were some instances like with when Game of Thrones was really popular. George R. R. Martin's books were going for 2 credits.
Yeah, I remember that because you were pissed.
Yeah, it's like I'm not paying $30 for this book.
And then
with the discount.
when they'd have their sales buy 2 get 1, it was like they wouldn't include that shit.
Yeah, yeah. But anyway, currently you get a credit, and then you own the book. So that book is yours that you
Right.
spend the credit on.
Have you got all your titles and all your shit downloaded yet?
No, I haven't. I've only got I downloaded 75 of the book so far.
Yeah, well, you got to get on that.
I have 1,900 books.
Yeah. I think I personally think I'd be going to my favorites and start downloading them.
Yeah. Well, also one thing that I noticed is that they have their own file type, and so it looks like they won't play on another player. It looks like you can only play them through their Audible app, which, I mean, there's ways around that. You just download the Audible app onto something that you're not going to connect to the internet with,
Right.
because then it will never get updated, and then you just manually load the books in there.
And once you actually pay for something, you can copy it for yourself again. So
Yes.
there should be a way for you to take that, put it on the Audacity program, and convert it from this type of file to an MP3 file. Would it be some work? Sure, but you own the rights to it, and you're the only one listening to it. So
Yeah.
you own it.
Maybe not. Because, like, with Audacity also has its own special...
Set of stuff. Oh.
Yeah. It has its own file type. So, like, if you just save it, it saves as an Audacity file, which
Right.
then can't be played in any other player. It, however, converts it to a WAV or an MP3 or whatever
Right.
when you want to export it.
Gotcha. I don't.
so-
I get that everybody needs to earn a living, right? I know everybody needs to make money, but here's the thing. It almost feels like some of these platforms are going, well, I know that you spent 10 years of your life putting this book series together and you narrated it yourself and blah blah blah. You just put all this time and effort into it, but we service 4 billion people worldwide, so that's a potential reach for you. Even if there's only like 80 million people on Audible or whatever.
Yeah, on Amazon.
It's so crazy to me how much anymore, the way things are going with the digital downloads and this, that, and the other, anymore, it's really hard I wouldn't be surprised if some of these writers that we've all known and loved either completely get out of the game. They're like, fuck it, I'm done. I made my $5 million. I invested wisely. Fuck it, I'm done. So I wouldn't be surprised if that happens with a great portion of them. Or if the other, and they're going to retire, or the other portion of them are just like, I'm going to keep writing, but I got to work at McDonald's part-time on the weekend to make up the difference. Because, these people that were being paid, think about the sums of money they were being paid for these books and these articles. And do you know, now they're like, oh, you can still make that money, but if we were going to pay you $1 million, right, you only get 400,000 of that because we're retaining the rights. That's the thing that pisses me off, is it has went from it being the creator who's being rewarded to the platforms just like, nope, we have to have the majority of it, and that's just how it is. And
I mean,
it's one of the reasons I didn't put this on Amazon Music is because they retain all the rights to the podcast to utilize and do any way they want. They're the only platform that says once you put it on our platform, it's technically our intellectual property and we can do with it as we wish. And that pissed me off so bad because I was like, wait, what? So I did the Google searches and I did the review searches, and they're like, yeah, it says this, and I haven't experienced it, but this person has experienced it, where they've taken clips and added it to other podcasts. And the other podcast is doing really well because the one podcast is like, and they could be horror stories. People make up all kinds of fucking horror stories out there. I don't know. I just went, Bezos, and all this weird shit has happened after Bezos has basically stepped back, and other people are in primary control of the decisions.
Yeah, that happens a lot with corporations.
And it's just like, I so turned off by how they do things. I canceled all my Amazon stuff's canceled.
Yeah, like almost everything that has happened with Games Workshop that was questionable.
Yeah.
It happened after the original owner, I don't remember his name, the dude who founded Citadel Miniatures and Games Workshop, after he went public with the company.
Right.
Almost everything bad that I've ever heard of in that company happened since then.
Well, the thing about it is this: there's nothing wrong with Amazon. They serve a purpose. They're their own entity. They deliver to a lot of people who maybe have high anxiety, social anxiety. There's a lot of things they can do more affordably. I literally spent 6 months weighing out the pros and cons of this. This literally is the last Amazon order I did, and that was the flavor packs.
Yeah, Skittles, water flavors.
And when the Skittles is gone, they're gone. So I'll watch for the sales in the stores because they have another line of flavors that's not Skittle, but it's another company that same packet size, same cost. And only I don't have to wait for it to ship here. So I encourage everybody to shop where they're happy. And as much as I would love to continue shopping at Amazon, it's just like, in order to make my Prime membership worth it, because I don't utilize, never used Amazon Moment, not part of Kindle, not part of Audibles. Don't watch the Prime television stations. When we do watch them in this house, it's always on my partner's account because we both had Prime. So it doesn't make sense for two people in the same house to have it just out of habit. And, and I'm just like, having that there. So when I actually looked at you saved this much money this year by using Amazon Prime, it was so ridiculous that I didn't save $31. Because that's how little I use Amazon anymore. So I'm like, you mean to fucking telling me that I just paid $170 to save $30 this year and $213 last year? So technically, at the tail end of last year to this year, or no, wait, one whole year, I saved $31. My bad. $31. I'm like, so what you're telling me is, haha, dummy, we got an extra $130, $140 out of you. And I don't like that because when I worked full time and I worked outside of the house, there was things I constantly need because when you're in moving and storage, there's shit they don't provide. They don't provide knee pads. They don't provide rubber gloves. They don't provide hand sanitizer. They'll say they provide you markers. Only if you want to have to tote around 12 of them because they're fucking cheap ass pieces of shit that you can write on like 5 boxes and that's it. They don't supply more than 1 ink pen a week. And this is just like the commonplace, but now that's all getting digitized, so it's not as big of a deal. But having good working markers and moving and storage matters.
Yeah,
because of all the regulations and all that, right? So the three of the 4 years in moving and storage, I ordered enough shit that ended up being work supplies that the Amazon pretty much paid for itself.
Yeah.
But not anymore.
I've not had Amazon and had it not pay for itself.
Right.
Like this year so far, I've saved like $110.
Right. But
that's after calculating how much I paid for it.
But you do get all your supplements from them. And see, I have enough supplements for like 6 months. So I'm just like, and I might feel differently in 6 months. I don't know.
Yeah.
Right now, it's just like, once I sat down and went, oh, I did 3 after we got done ordering. So I think the big catalyst was ordering equipment for this and having so much of it come fucking broken and wouldn't turn on, wouldn't work, didn't function, whatever it was. Having so much, dealing with that for like 6 weeks. Once all that stuff was fucking all bought for, I mean, there's still like two things they were just like, they've never replaced and they've never refunded me for that I can find on my thing. I'm sure it's there because they insist they have and they've got a reference number. I can't fucking find it. And I'm not going to sit there and piddle, even though I kind of want to, over about $22. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
It's too, it's not worth it to me. It's like getting my anxiety and my stress level up with it. Fuck that. And once the primary amount of equipment was bought, really pretty much through June 1st to now, I basically did an order for, I think, like $38 for cleaning supplies, which I saved $2.99 on that order for shipping. And then my drink mixes.
Yeah.
That's since June to now, that's all I ordered. So, you know, when you start looking at that, once you get past the equipment, which still didn't save me that much money because it was the same thing, you saved $2.99 on shipping. Okay, but I had 12 things come in one thing, so if I'm only saving $2.99 here and $2.99 there, it's not worth $169 a year. Fuck that. I math all the time. I'm good like that. I don't look at what, for me, I don't look at like, did I just buy that a month ago? Did I just buy that a year ago? I look at how much did that end up costing me for the average life of that. I have shoes that I swear to Jesus Christ I've made money on. I bought them for $45 and they're still wearable shoes, clean shoes, nice shoes. They work great on the treadmill. Or $50.
I don't buy shoes often enough for that to happen.
Well, the one pair of shoes I'm thinking of is one of the pairs I wear on the treadmill. It's the one I usually wear on the treadmill, my flat black ones. I got as a birthday gift. So one, it didn't actually cost me anything. But I caught them on sale and I've had them for 2 years, which means they cost $25 a month, which means they're $2 a month basically, or 3 years. I don't know. I'd have to ask Bogey. He got them for me for a birthday present.
I kind of want to get a pair of those $600 fucking custom made boots that like the wildland firefighter people wear. Cause those things last for fucking ever. If you're
Yeah, but where are those boots manufactured?
There's one company in Eastern Washington
that actually makes them or sells them, because there's a difference.
Actually makes them.
Oh, wow.
I actually watched 2 videos of people going to their little factory and fucking having custom made boots made for them at their factory.
You know, next year we might have to take a trip to the eastern side, since Martini. Have you heard back from Martini?
Not since no.
But he's back in the States, so that's interesting.
Yeah, hopefully he got a job.
I mean, that motherfucker always trying to act like he poor. He ain't poor.
I mean, yeah,
he broke. He just ain't poor.
He's retired from the military, so it's not like he has no money.
Yeah, I mean, he put his 26, 28 years in.
I don't remember. It was at least 20.
It was at least 22.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or more. Anyways, we'll keep him off camera for now, because you know we don't want to be supposing maybe this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
But we love you, Martin. Well, you like him. I love him. I mean, I don't know. That sounds wrong. Sounds wrong. I love him in the wrong kind of way. So anyways, what were we talking about? Oh, voice acting. Yeah. So have you thought about that as like just instructional videos? Because I would love to, I can see you now in a studio. This is my interpretation of DagdaCon doing an instructional video. Step 1, turn on your computer. Not restart, turn on. Not restart, turn on.
Is it fucking plugged in, dickhead?
Is it plugged in, asshole?
Motherfucker.
Right? Step 2, check for... You know what? Just pay me $5,000 and I'll fix it for you. Ta-da! Here's the thing, I say that because it's not that you're being condescending to people. Mm-hmm. It's because you would read it and you'd be like, motherfucker, step 1, turn on the PC. What else are they supposed to fucking do?
Yeah.
I mean, are you fucking kidding me? Do not restart the PC. Turn it on. Well, bitch, you gotta fucking turn it on before you can even think about restarting it. If you're trying to turn it on, why would you restart it? I can just hear the size of how stupid do you have to make these instructions for people. I mean, and I don't know, because I've seen a few things on air fryers, right? Like air fryer recipe, this, that, and the other. And I've literally heard people say, you might not want to fill it that full because it'll set it on fire. Mm. It's common sense it could set it on fire. Oh, you might not want to touch the drawer. You know, you might want to not touch the container when it comes out because it's hot. You just had something at almost 400 degrees going for 20 minutes. Yeah, it's going to be hot.
Like that fucking thing we saw on Kickstarter yesterday with the fucking tape measure. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? A safety
The
block.
safety guard. Yep.
Safety guard. What are you talking about? And you're like, oh yeah, people cut themselves all the time. I'm like, are these people fucking retarded or something? You should only have it happen once.
Are these
If you ever have it happen at all.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you can cut yourself on the thing, but
Don't
put your fingers on the fucking edge of the fucking piece of metal.
Right. Okay.
Dipshit.
So your grandfather, like my grandfather, was a carpenter, essentially, right? Did construction, did carpenter work.
Yeah.
So did your grandfather let you play with his measuring tape?
Yeah, I helped him all the time when we were...
Okay. Did he ever have to tell you to not hold it a certain way, or you just emulated him?
Yeah, I just never touched the fucking...
So the first time I played with a tape measure, my grandfather wasn't looking, and I remember pulling it out and it zipping back, and I was like, oh, this is fun. I didn't get cut.
Yeah.
But he said to me, Jenny, the fuck are you doing? Stop doing that. Stop doing that. You're going to cut yourself. So I didn't have to worry about it. But I wonder if it's because, well, first of all, I know people think they have to guide it in.
Yeah, unless it's...
If you have to guide your tape measure in, it's
There's
time to
something
get a
wrong
new
with
tape
it.
measure.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it made perfect sense to me. So I'm like, oh yeah, people cut themselves all the time. I've seen it. I've seen people pull it out and go, ow, oh my god, it's cutting down. You think? Because see, there's this little tabby thing. You're supposed to pull it. You're not supposed to pinch the sides and then pull it between your other hand really quick. But anyways, but yeah, I could just hear the exasperation in your voice. Literally, probably about the second one you do, be like, for fuck's sake, what am I doing here? Like, obviously, you're going to put the dry ingredients together first, then the wet ingredients, one egg at a time, idiots. I mean, I could just see it now. And I think it would be the funniest fucking shit show ever. Because I could hear you, like, literally walking over, boop, 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 beep, 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 boop, 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 calling the writer and say, you're fucking fired, you idiot. Well, I mean, you don't have patience for the nonsensical like that.
Yeah.
Which is funny, because you have all the patience in the world for Pathfinder, and it's long, convoluted fucking rules. Warhammer 40K, Warhammer Fantasy. You have patience for all of that. But not somebody saying something is like, well, I'm really afraid of getting sued. So step one, turn the machine off. Don't shuffle your feet to the fucking machine before you hit power.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like people with ADD and whatnot. It's like, oh, they can't concentrate. No, they can concentrate on the things that they really are into.
That's correct. Well, we had to redact that because I just came up with $1 million idea. So there. Actually, if you think about the way the world is kind of going, it could be $1 billion idea. I'm telling you, there is definitely a market for it. 100%.
I wonder... Actually, never mind.
Yeah. All I know is that I would also love it if I would also love it on the other end of the spectrum. If there was a way when somebody was being a fucking troll, they would get like an automatic email. Stop being a troll, motherfucker. I think that'd be fucking great. That's only like a $10,000 idea. So if somebody does it, I get 25%. Every day I'm hustling. Anyways, what were we talking about? It's your fault because you were yawning for a while there, and then I'm watching this fly, and I'm hoping he gets hit on the trap. Bang bang. What were we talking about? Voice acting, yeah, and you not being able to do instructionals because you couldn't.
Before that, though, we were talking about Audible.
Yeah, okay, yeah, there we go.
And fucking, so, yeah, it works now the one way. They're talking about changing it, and I'm not sure if they're going to change it entirely or if it's going to be a different model, subscription model.
Yeah.
Where basically it works like Kindle, so Kindle Unlimited, I should say.
Right. One flat fee. You can read whatever you read, but you don't own it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that a while ago, and it's kind of too bad you don't have an update on that by now.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, because I know you well enough to know that you'll weigh the pros and cons of each way. and you will maybe not super rapidly because first you have to get over your anger of it. And that's just kind of the way it is. You've had the same routine for as long as I've known you when it comes to your Audible books. And you've always just owned them, and you've always just bought the credits when they're on sale and buy your own credits, and that's your shit. 1,900 books.
Yep.
So you do the math. That's like 120 a year, something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 125 a year, I think. But your money, you ain't got no kids, you ain't got no babies out there.
Yeah.
That you know about.
Yeah. True.
I mean, you don't know. You could fucking wake up tomorrow to come here and work and do this, and all of a sudden somebody's standing at your door going, "You got a 22-year-old."
Hi, Dad.
Hi, Dad. And then you can just be like,
And they're showing up with their kid.
right?
Hey, Dad, you're a grandpa. What? I didn't know I was a dad. What are you fucking talking about?
You'd just be like, "No, thank you." You'd pull a Big Daddy. No, thank you. Ouch! I have to quit hitting my teeth. I broke my tooth the other day.
Yeah, stop fucking up. Learn how to drink water like a big girl.
I'm gonna put my big girl panties on, learn how to drink water. No, it was. I think maybe it was over the weekend. A chip. Well, it's more than a chip that's gone out of my tooth now, but it had to have been Friday. It had to have been Friday after you left, but before my partner got home. And there was like a backfire in the alley or something. There was some kind of a loud noise in the alley, and it was like, "Oh!" And I bumped my tooth on that glass because I use that glass bottle for everything because it's just such a clean taste.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not really happy about it, but it is what it is.
Yep.
And unless I point it out to people, they're not gonna notice it.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, yeah. Anyways,
Did I tell you that they had found the
Fountain of Youth? Oh, please. Sorry.
sort of for your teeth? They found they found a way to shut off the gene that causes your teeth to stop growing. So humans have 2 sets of teeth, right?
Right.
And there are other animals that their teeth continuously grow. Or
Yeah,
they
we've talked about that. The
grow.
capybara, the Tasmanian devil,
Yeah. Sharks, they're constantly growing new teeth. So, yeah, they've found how to do that in humans, where basically they shut off the gene that stops you from growing new teeth.
Yeah.
Although I kind of assumed that it would cause all of your teeth to be replaced. I don't know how they would
It would have to.
target it to, okay, this tooth is busted, so let's target that tooth and grow a new one.
And it would be a great thing if they could turn it back on to where you keep, every time your teeth go bad, you have a new one that grows in or whatever. It would be just like when you were a kid, like, it's just like, oh, my tooth is a new one's ready to come in. And it wasn't even that painful, really, for the most part.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
Because, but dentist would not be a needed thing. Like sometimes I wonder because when I start reading numbers and statistics on things, sometimes I kind of wonder, and it's like my brain can't wrap around the concept of how many people are actually on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of worry we're going to run out of doctors and dentists like really soon.
That's fine. AI will take care of that.
Elysium. It's about to be fucking real.
I mean, that would be awesome. Those little fucking...
The machines? Oh,
yeah.
That'd be fucking great. I'd be fucking ecstatic. I'd be like, yo, I got this one toe that's still turned weird from being broken twice. Can you fucking fix it, motherfucker?
I'm definitely not going to end up like Matt Damon, though.
Matt Damon. Matt Damon! Sorry. In this house, we can't say Matt Damon without somebody just going, Matt Damon.
Yeah.
And, and I really like the Bourne series.
Yeah.
Especially
I've not seen the new one without him in it.
You haven't seen the one with Jeremy Renner in it?
Yeah.
Or isn't there a new one with like a chick in it or something? Like
I don't know. Maybe.
last one I saw had Jeremy Renner in it, and it was fantastic. Of course, I always think Jeremy Renner is fantastic. I think he's fucking smoking.
Did you watch the fucking Hawkeye television show?
I did. It was great. I'm a super big fan.
Yeah. I was made happy yesterday because they showed, a YouTube channel was talking about a new season of Daredevil, or not Daredevil, fucking
Punisher?
Punisher. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was very happy.
So, well, now that Disney has the rights to it, I think Disney's going to see how the 3 seasons that have already been made, see how they fare, and we'll see where the stats go there before they 100% commit to it, or if they're just going to do like a closeout of it.
I mean, well, yeah, they did a season of Daredevil, a new season of Daredevil.
Right. But we're talking about Punisher.
Yeah, yeah, and they had, fuck, I can never remember his name. The dude who did Punisher, they had
Jay
him in there.
Barenthal.
Yeah, and I think
Actually, the first actor to play the Punisher live was Dolph Lundgren.
I know.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that movie was, it was the 80s.
I mean, Thomas Jane did a pretty good job of it.
Yes.
But I
He's-
don't even think that's the last iteration of it, though.
No, there was Thomas Jane did the second one.
Yeah.
And then the third one was, I can't remember the dude's name. He died a few years back. The main thing I remember that dude from was Rome. He was one of the fucking 2 Roman legionnaires that was one of the main storylines in the show.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name. He was like, of the 3 movies, he was the darkest one and the grittiest and most fucking realistic.
Okay, I thought you were like maybe talking skin tone for a second there. I was like, that's kind of racist.
I don't know.
I mean, you have that card, you can play it, but
No. Yeah, I can't remember the dude's name. He was also, the video game was a continuation of that dude's movie, not the other 2. It was like Punisher Warzone or something like that. Somebody's going to be mad at me.
okay, so let's see. We've got The Punisher with Thomas Jane, 2004. Ray Stevenson was in Punisher Warzone, 2008.
That's Ray Stevenson, yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's a good actor. He was a good actor, R.I.P.
Yeah.
for sure. And then there's this notation here that said, where was it? Because I swear I just saw one of the people you really liked. That's what happens when I try to read really fast. Oh, I thought it said something about Jay White in here, but I think what happened is because you can't get my phone cover anymore. Well, you
Okay.
can, but it takes 2 months to get it, and it would cost like $30. The phone's not even fucking worth that, right? So it was like, but I think what happened is because of the little dips and stuff, I think my brain went weird
Okay.
because I thought it said Jay White in here, and I was like, oh God, you're gonna be happy to see something about Jay White.
Michael J. White.
Yeah, I thought it said Jay White, but I think what it was is that my eye went from Jane, J-A, to the I and N. So and it was don't even like my brain does whatever it did. I haven't had enough sugar today or something. I don't know. And I don't want to do another sugar high because whoosh, now let me tell you what, if there ever, whenever there comes a time to actually release the pile. Oh my God, these people are going to be like, are you sure you don't smoke crack, honey? And I'm be like, no, I don't smoke crack. But are you sure? Are you sure? And I'm like, yeah, I don't smoke crack. Sometimes I think it would make my life easier. Oh, my partner said not to tell jokes like that. I keep smelling toast. Here's the thing. I keep smelling toast, right? And that's a
The fuck?
it is a warning sign for women that you possibly could be coming up into a heart attack or a stroke, right? It's this weird thing. It's this thing. Now, here's the thing when I say that, because I said that last week sometime. I was just like, I keep smelling toast. And he'll check on me. He'll be like, are you okay? Now, my automatic response is, because he's just like, that's a precursor to having a heart attack. And I'm like, listen, I know that. I understand that. He's just like, are you actually smelling toast? Now, before I could give him the real answer, the smart ass in me went, well, at least I wouldn't have to pay any more bills. I have been told that those jokes are not funny because what I was actually smelling was somebody warming up burger buns on the grill.
Okay.
Yeah, but people in this neighborhood don't seem to realize that because they've chopped down half the fucking trees in the neighborhood, that everything flows because I keep the front and back door open generally. Everything just flows right through the house. Sometimes I can smell it. Sometimes on Monday, I can smell it when they're cooking chicken down at the store. And I'm like, I got to go give me a thigh.
Yeah.
The smells carry.
Yeah, that tends to happen.
You're such a dickhead. What were we talking about? The Punisher? Why were we talking about the Punisher?
Um,
Oh, because maybe a new season. Maybe a new season will
Yeah,
come out
yeah.
from it. I wish they would do another season of the Hawkeye show.
yeah, I don't know because a bunch of those, like the Echo
Yeah.
show, which
It
I
didn't do well.
really like.
Yeah, I didn't even bother watch. I think I watched one episode and I was like, not for me. Just like Loki, I watched season 1, but I started watching season 2 and I'm like, not for me because it just felt like it just wasn't even like turning the menu over. It felt like it was just like, we're going to set this menu aside and we're going to go to Bulgaria and have some Chinese food. That's how it felt. That look is
Okay.
exactly what my brain did when I'm trying to watch it and going, this doesn't even feel continuous. It doesn't feel continuous. This feels so far fetched. And you know that I am a huge supporter of MCU, anything Marvel. Like I understand why like WandaVision only had one season because it literally was because there's never a full explanation in the movies of how she becomes the Scarlet Witch. So that was the whole point of WandaVision is to see how what was the catalyst that really brought the Scarlet Witch about, and to explain that once Vision had died, the Scarlet Witch was born from the grief, right? So that was. Did you not watch WandaVision?
I did watch WandaVision, but yeah, she is the Scarlet Witch. It's not fucking.
That's what I'm saying. That's how the Scarlet Witch was born. She is the Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, she was always the Scarlet Witch.
You gonna make me fucking mad? I know that she was always the Scarlet Witch, but that's not how she was known because there's Wanda Maximoff, who's more level-headed and clear thinking. And then there's the other side of her anger side, which is the Scarlet Witch, you motherfucker. I'm just going to start lining dudes up so you can just start sucking cocks.
Good luck, bros.
Well, if there's multiple pros, they might be able to hold you down. No, it's too big. No.
Now I'm having fucking flashbacks from the young, not young Einstein, young Sherlock Holmes.
Okay.
Eat me. Have you ever seen that movie?
I've seen half of it once.
So there's a scene where Sherlock and Watson and one other person, I don't remember who they were, but Sherlock and Watson and this other person get shot with these poison darts.
Okay.
Because there's this person running around murdering people using these poison darts.
Okay.
And the poison darts make you fucking hallucinate.
Okay.
And so like the first scene that you see this happen, it's a priest. He gets shot with this poison dart and he sees the fucking stained glass come to life in his church and jump down, and it's a knight made out of stained glass and it's fucking chasing him around.
Okay.
Anyway, Watson had a eating disorder of some sort, and so when he gets shot with a dart, he falls down in a graveyard, and then he gets up and there's a fucking refrigerator in front of him.
Okay.
Which also doesn't make sense, but anyway.
It's hallucinations. I mean, there you go.
And a bunch of fucking like pastries jump out and they're like chasing him around, and he falls down and like eat me and shoving themselves in his mouth. Yeah.
So give you LSD and then make you eat a bag. Okay, gotcha. Anyways.
No. Only if it's from Seattle. The Dick's from Seattle.
Well, that's never going to happen.
The Dick's
because
Burgers.
Fuck that place. Anyways, no, but you know what we should do for a road trip, and I'd be hoping that my partner would be up for it. We should go down to Vancouver and try the In-N-Out burgers.
Ah.
You've had them. I never have.
Yeah, I've had it. It was because I had them when I went to San Francisco. It was alright.
It was In-N-Out. It's all right.
Yeah.
I went in, I pigged out, I left. It's fine.
It was funny. One of the YouTube channels that I follow is this lady named Steak and Butter Gal,
Okay.
and she's a carnivore.
Right, right. She's the one that she's like melted like 4 things of butter and she cooked her steak in it, and you were like, "Oh, it looks so delicious."
Yeah, she has all kinds of interesting stuff. Anyway, she's the one that I learned about how to make egg drop soup and the meatball soup stuff. Anyway, yeah, she had a video where she went to In-N-Out Burger, and I guess they have. Of course, you don't have to have a special menu item. You just fucking tell them to give you fucking patties, and whatever. But yeah, they had a special menu item. They were called pup burgers though, because they were for your dog.
Oh,
And so it's basically just a fucking beef patty with cheese on it.
right, right, right.
And so yeah,
Okay, and
yeah, just
the
like,
end.
yeah, the In-N-Out Burger place had the fucking carnivore diet fucking menu.
Carne available to people.
Yeah, although like I said, it was meant for dogs, not for
Right.
you to fucking order it. But it's the same fucking difference.
And what the fuck's the difference if they charge like a buck 49 for a regular In-N-Out burger and 49 cents for the same thing for your pup?
Yeah, I'm sure it's more than that. But yeah,
Probably. I mean, yeah, there's.
it's like the keto burger, but without the fucking lettuce wrap.
I'm like, just fucking go to Carl's Jr., man.
I like Carl's Jr.
Yeah,
I like
I
the
haven't.
lettuce wraps. Yeah.
I have not had it since the last time you and I got it. So
Yeah.
that's been a few days.
Now I'm getting fucking hungry.
I know. You're like motherfucker. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I mean, I thought it was interesting when we were talking about the pile episodes. How you had mentioned like you'd be okay as far as celebrity with being a voice actor, you think, but then I was thinking, like I said, I was thinking about it, and I'm like, you don't really do voices, which is one of the things I like about you because it's like yin and yang. Because you can't out voice my inner child. She's a handful, and then some. But and then I started. It's really weird how my brain goes, oh yeah. I mean, I could see him reading some of these books, but then when you're talking about like people doing voices and doing the influx, I'm like, yeah, no. But he could do the self help, and then I was like, oh no, because he'd get so fucking pissed at stupid stuff. It'd probably be different if you read a book of calculus, because it wouldn't piss you off so bad. Because calculus is not dumbed down at all. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I had looked into that a long time ago, like back in the 90s, I want to say.
Yeah,
And there wasn't, I mean, the internet wasn't all that great back then.
yeah.
And on top of, well, it just wasn't great. And then also there wasn't as much information on there as there is now.
Right.
And so it was hard to like get actual information that would be useful.
Right.
Now, I mean, there's a bunch of YouTube channels that talk about stuff like that, and a bunch of people that use Audacity specifically for that.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
I don't have. I think voice acting is a really cool thing because, especially if you're creative and expressive, but like you don't want to be in front of the camera and you don't want to travel. I don't have a desire to travel the way you do. None. It'd be different if I owned like I don't know, a boat. Maybe. I don't know. But then I worry about it because I'm like, oh, fucking pirates would come take over my cool boat. Fuck that. Fuck those guys. And then I'd be fucking in international waters getting fucking, oh, you're being charged with murder because they boarded your boat and tried to take your shit and you shot them.
yeah,
So I'm just like, ugh, have to learn all the maritime laws and all that shit and be like, oh no, bitch, that side of my boat, that's in America. This side of my boat, that's international waters. Bitch, you stepped onto my waters. So having to learn all that would irritate me. But I love the idea of doing like voice acting, like commercials, like for a better night's sleep, buy a new pillow. Something stupid. Oh.
that makes me think. When I used to work at Musashi, there were a bunch of fishermen that would come in
Okay.
all the time, and they would travel between the United States and Japan. And when they would go to Japan, they would get a bunch of VHS tapes that their family members would make of like recording television shows and stuff.
Sure.
And then they would bring it here, and then they would trade it with the Niseis and stuff, the people that are first and second generation.
Right. Who couldn't get that Japanese content.
Yeah. And Anyway, so the boss, she would get a bunch of these, and one time we were watching some, and I'm like, okay, whatever. But you ever seen the movie The Professional? The
Well,
French title is different. It's like Louis the Professional. Or
yeah, it's
something
the
like that.
guy with the dark hair and the round glasses,
Yep.
and then there's a young girl or something
Yeah, it's
in
like
there.
not Natalie Portman, the other one. No, it is Natalie.
It is Natalie Portman. Yeah. So yes, I do. I've seen that whole movie. I think once.
I love that movie. Anyway, so the star of that movie,
Yeah.
he's in a fucking commercial, and that dude's French. Okay,
Right.
so he's French. He's in a Chevy or Ford commercial,
Right. Okay.
speaking fucking French.
Uh huh.
So it's a Japanese commercial for an American product with a French actor speaking fucking French.
Olay.
It makes no fucking sense. It's like, what the fuck?
I don't get it. Like, it's just like I'm seeing more and more when you see commercials, even commercials on the tube of you. I'm like, why? Why is Brad Pitt doing a commercial?
Yeah.
Like, and it's like, here's the thing. You start to wonder, is it really because it's just like they were offered a sweet endorsement deal? Or is it because they're an investor? Like, Ryan Reynolds has his
Yeah.
own, who is awesome, by the way. He has his own line of gin.
Yeah.
So he's obviously an investor. And I kind of wonder because I've seen some celebrities in the last year that I'm like, and I wish I could remember their names offhand. I've got them written down somewhere. But there's some of them where they haven't even been anything in a couple years. And I'm just like, how did your popularity fall off? That's the kind of stuff I want to fucking know. So I have to write it down again and go do my research again. And I don't know if it's because like Brad Pitt like had a movie in the last couple of years called like Formula One or something. I don't think it did that well. But I that's how just, it's Brad Pitt. Ask his ex-wife about him sometime.
Angelina?
I saw an article where he like owned up to a lot of his shit, and I was just like, well, it's not. I don't. There's only a couple movies he's in that I like, and I'm just like, well,
Legends of the Fall is fantastic.
I think I've seen part of that. Is that one with Robert Redford too?
No, I can't remember the father. God damn it.
I know Robert Redford was in A River Runs Through It. I think that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's what.
And
you're
I've
thinking.
seen that one, and I like that one. But Curious Case of Benjamin Button for me.
Yeah. How about Meet Joe Black?
I like Meet Joe Black.
Fight Club.
Sorta. I prefer Edward Norton in that. Tyler Durden and I don't know. Anyways, yeah, I just prefer Edward Norton. I like Edward Norton's voice. It's very soothing to me, even when he gets agitated. Now, are there movies that he's in that I absolutely despise and made me not watch any of his stuff for a few years? Abso-fucking-lutely.
American History X is a fantastic
you.
movie.
I
It's a great movie.
It is. Here's the thing: because I'm an overly empathetic person, it is very difficult for me to watch because because I've never I've experienced. It sounds funny, but it's true. As a white woman, I've been told I'm not good enough by black women and black men. Oh,
Yeah.
Racism works all the way around.
Yep.
But not to the degree of what happened in that film. And it was just like, this just a fact. Just the fact that that's actually happened in our history, that people felt they were, first of all, entitled to do that. And second of all, needed to do that. And third of all, wanted to do that.
That sort of thing is still happening every day all around the world.
Don't go to fucking Alabama, bro. Seriously.
Don't go to most places in Africa.
I mean, it's just a horrible thing. I have a hard time with it. It's just like, Blood In, Blood Out with James Edward Olmos. That movie made me fucking cry because I'm just like,
Sandra,
just the things that happened that just ugh.
Alpine. I want to go to Alpine.
I have a hard time with the human condition. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Because you're just gonna pick on me because I cry at everything. Somebody got a boo boo. Oh, they stepped on a landmine. They lost their life. Boo hoo. You just fucking boo hoo me all the time. What are you crying for? He only lost 3 legs.
And most of it was his third leg.
That
Penis, penis, penis. Big, beautiful penis lost in the jungle. Born on the 4th of July.
was a true story too, and I cried for him too. I cried for him and I vomited during that movie. Because he has that drunken rage where he goes and he's got that fucking drool and that snot, and I gag at that shit. I can't. Nope. That just like other types of movie where you see a lot of drool. Nope. Hard pass. I don't want to see body fluids like that. Thank you so much. This is my space. That is your space. Keep your shit out of my space.
Yeah, that's kind of like some of those other types of movies that we'll talk about on After Dark. Like what
Butter,
the
butter,
fuck?
butter.
That is so fucking disgusting.
There was a butter one time, and I was just like, that ain't butter. That is, sir, no, that's not butter. No. Anyways, yeah, I'm too empathetic to watch certain types of movies. Like Bambi, I didn't get upset at Bambi, which is funny, right? Yeah. But where the red fern grows.
I remember one time I was over at my uncle's house, and his daughters were both there, and they were like, I don't know, like 10, 12, something like that. And for some reason we were watching, the one about the dog, The Fox and Hound.
Oh.
And I started crying at the end of the movie, and my one cousin looks at me. She's like, I don't get it. Why is this movie sad?
Okay, so that's the cousin's got a little socio going on for her,
yeah.
huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so the blessing and the curse of being overly empathetic is I can step into other people's shoes very easily and understand a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you describe the situation, I can envision it, I can emotionally feel it, I can mentally feel it. So that's what happens when you're overly empathetic. It's like there are a lot of situations I can't fully understand.
Yeah.
But if you tell me that you were in a car accident because somebody decided to fucking drink and drive, right? And that you hit your head and you can't remember half your fucking family because it was such a hard impact because the seatbelt broke and the airbag failed, I can feel for that. You know, but if you tell me some wild and crazy story, like
my empathy is mostly ow my balls.
Right. Yeah, just the nut game a few times on you. Pow.
Yeah.
Like
cup check.
Well, what is interesting with the distance in the way our empathies work for me to you, like that distance is so vast, and it's like sometimes like you would see me get upset over something I'd be talking about, and I could see that look pass over your eyes, going, "What the fuck is she crying for?" and you can't explain it. I can't explain it. I've had my partner walk in, and he's just like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "But the commercial, and the puppy, and." And then fuck you. Stop it. I'm tearing up. Stop. You
That
fucking
fucking
asshole.
commercial, that fucking it was one of those like buy adopt a pet fucking commercials. Not my roommate's current girlfriend, but the one that he had when we first bought the house.
Oh, Sarah?
Yeah. She would fucking start bawling every time that fucking thing came on.
Ever since I was little, I've hated those commercials about starving children in Africa, and I never understood it because all these celebrities were doing all these songs and they were getting all this food over there and money over there, and then you realize that there's a lot of war-torn places that are second and third world countries, and they never actually fucking get the stuff. And so, you have to turn it off.
I mean, a lot of times those places do get the stuff. It's just that the not good people are the ones taking all
and
the stuff.
controlling it.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like they're stealing all the rice and selling it on the black market for $1.25 a pound to fucking fuel their cocaine habit or whatever. But that's
Hookers and blow.
But that's one of the most interesting. That's one of the most interesting dynamics about our friendship to me, is like, you help level me out on, like earlier, had an incident earlier where something just raged me. And it was just like, and you just stay calm through it. So it's easy for me to just talk myself through it a lot quicker now than it was even 10 years ago, even a year ago. But that's such an interesting dynamic to me that we have that huge difference, but we balance each other very well. Because when I'm getting extra, Jen's about to cry, you calm me down. And then other times where you're almost like, the fuck's this dummy crying about their fucking cat? They got hit by a car. It's like, no. We remember, we pretend, oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
So, we have our own cues where it's like, act sadder.
I gotta have my inner Dexter talking. Okay, so now you should probably do X, Y, and Z.
Who doesn't? I mean, who doesn't have an inner Dexter? I most certainly do. Because I'm not going to say which one of my exes walked in on me talking to a television program, and it must have sounded like I was on the serial killer side, because I was walking around and I'm just like, no, that's how you fucked up, you dummy. You're supposed to do A, B, C, D. But oh no, you wanted to go to X, Y, Z because of your fucking ego, and you just thought you were fucking smart than everybody, dummy. And so that is one thing I will honestly say I'm fearful of doing, like, too much true crime, because I'm afraid my inner demon will come out and say, let me explain how to do it right. And I don't want to do that. They already have a TV show out there called How to Get Away with Murder. And do you know that serial killers are actively studying that shit?
I mean, yeah. There's this dude named Tim Larkin, and he created a thing called Target Focus Training.
Right.
And one of the things that he did when he was doing it, because he created it for the SEALs.
Right.
Well, they created a program for the SEALs. He was part of the group that did it. One of the things that he was doing for this product was he was studying fights in prisons between inmates.
Right.
Because there's video footage of most of it.
Yeah.
And so basically he found out, because he went and interviewed some of these people. There was this one dude, he was a Hispanic dude. I don't remember. I think he was part of MS-13 or something. Okay. And he was like one of the high up people that ended up getting arrested. And one of the things that he did, and I think he got this from the Aryan Nation people, they were studying anatomy books in order to be more efficient at offing people. So, yeah, it was very interesting because the dude was like the guy was super intelligent. And yeah, he goes into a whole bunch of detail about interviewing the dude several times and talking about various things.
And honestly, it would behoove, especially women, it would behoove you to know some good pressure points and puncture points.
Yeah.
And like how, honestly, most car keys, most cars now don't actually have a key. They have a fucking fob.
Yep.
Fuck you, give me a fake key, I don't care. Because a lot of times your key will work just enough to fucking pop a nutsack, to fucking pop an eyeball, to fucking hit a jugular, or, oh, you wheezy bitch, let me give you a tracheotomy. We've had this conversation before about how they used to teach women just lay down and take it. Fuck you. That's not happening in my. Yeah. I will fight for it.
The funny thing is, like, I can't remember, the Boston Strangler. They interviewed him, and they asked him if there were any people that got away. And he was like, yes, everybody that fought back. Yep. Because he didn't feel like dealing with it. Yeah. So he would just fucking let them go.
Yeah. It is a much smaller percentage. It is a much smaller percentage of the ones who actually like it better when you fight back. Yeah. So the odds are in your favor that, 90% of them, or like 93% of them, don't like it when you fight back. It's the sexual sadists who enjoy the fight, much smaller percentage. And so odds are, and I've always had this philosophy that, you want me to put something in my mouth? Are you sure about that? Are you really fucking sure about that, motherfucker?
Yeah, every time.
Because if it's the last thing I do and you feel the pressure and you shoot me, guess what? I'm going to finish clamping down. Bye-bye, penis. That's how it is.
Every time I think about somebody doing that, I always think of the movie
The World According to Garp?
Nope, the Last House on the Left.
Oh.
Because there's a scene in there where the dudes are doing stuff, and one of the women chomps down,
Yeah.
and that's the end for him.
I think they did a remake of a film called, and I believe it's called I Spit on Your Grave or I Spit on Your Grave too.
The remake is I Spit on Your Grave. The original one was I Piss on Your Grave.
Yeah. So, I Spit on Your Grave. Let me tell you what, the very end of that, I'm like,
I've not seen the remake. I only saw the original.
oh, the remake, trust me, there is a vengeance. It's got a vengeance scene. And I will tell you what, I was angry when I watched it, and my ex was just like, that was really violent. I was like, you know what? He didn't suffer long enough. That's
Yeah.
fucking bullshit. He did at the end, he didn't suffer long enough. I'm like, and he goes, what do you mean? I'm like, well, there's nicks and cuts, there's some salt, there's
There's blow torches.
there's so many. Oh no,
There's pliers and testicles.
if I was going to be a socio or a silly or a psycho, I would probably be on the sadist side of it, because I feel that if you've done something horrible wrong, especially to children, animals, women, other humans, right? In that order of importance, but especially anything innocent they can't fight back, then I kind of feel like your asshole should have a dental dam put in there. You know, the big thing they make you gape with in your mouth. It's called a block.
Yeah.
I feel like you should have that, but maybe like a big giant ring, right? And then maybe we should put some crushed glass in there. And then we take that giant ring out, super glue your butthole together. Fantastic, right? And then maybe, like, I don't know, 6 hours later, after you think you're going to shit yourself and you've cut yourself up nice and good, put that block back in and just keep pouring sugar in there. I'm not sugar, salt in there. I am a sadist. And trust me, nobody wants me to be judged. Nobody wants me on a jury because especially crimes against children, it's not supposed. 9 times out of 10, if you go into court, it's not supposed. Or allegedly. It's not. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Anyways. But there's a nice balance between you and I with the empathy thing. It's an interesting dynamic, because see how you reel me in? Because you can see me getting excited at the thought of punishing people who have SA children and animals. And just the thought of just beating the fuck out of them in the back of the head to almost curb stomp, but not quite, because, that's not enough. I know how to wear gloves. I'm good. Trust me, I know where to buy everything. Anyways, this kind of got dark, but that's okay. So, voice acting, yay or nay? Depending on the situation?
Yeah, depending upon the situation.
I think I would love trying it. I would love to try it.
Yeah.
But I also can throw my voice a couple different ways comfortably.
Yeah.
Keeping the accents when I goof around like that, that's much harder.
Yeah, I can never maintain an accent for very long, and a lot of times, because I had a character in one of the games that we were playing. Actually, I did this a couple times, but he was supposed to be Russian originally.
Oh.
And so I was trying to speak with the Russian accent, but I kept switching between Russian and German. And
yeah, I think Russian and German get switched a lot, and so does British and Australian.
Yeah. And so what I end up doing is just saying that this character was actually just crazy, and he wasn't Russian or German. He just fucking liked fucking with people, and so he would just speak random accents.
You should have been like, he's not Russian, he's not German. He's really from Kentucky. He's just a good old boy.
Yeah.
I think Southern accent is probably the easiest one to hold. But there's also a difference with the dialect. So
Yeah, true.
by God, West Virginia is completely different than Georgia or Alabama or Kentucky or even Florida.
Yeah.
Because like Northern Florida, like along that fucking state line.
The panhandle.
In the panhandle. I have not looked up. I still have to look up. Maybe somebody out there knows why the fuck every year they throw dead fish over the state line to Alabama. I still did not look that up.
It's fucking Florida, man.
Oh yeah, I guess. All right, guys, listen. It ran long. It got weird, and I'm kind of I'm kind of okay with that. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Did I say it in the right order this time? Like, comment, share, subscribe. I did.
Sure.
Holy fuck. Facebook, Instagram, Patreon, Discord. You can hear us on Buzzsprout.
Mhm.
And hopefully, y'all are looking forward to the next episode of After Dark that's going to hit you before another episode of Conversations Over Coffee does. Wah. Do you know what time it is?
It's time to go home.
It's time to go, sir.
I said good day, sir.
I said good day. All right, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Later.
See, I let you do it this time.
Punk ass.
Dick. Okay, everybody. That's all the time we have for today. So I want to thank you for stopping by to enjoy the conversation. We're glad you're here, and please share and share again and share some more. And if you haven't already, subscribe. We'll be having another chat and another cup soon. We'll talk to you then. Look forward to seeing you.